retenir, je vais mémoriser pour vous.
That's right.
C'est très bien.
And so, as you can see,
Donc,
people
comme vous pouvez
respond
voir,
very differently in trance.
les personnes répondent, réagissent très différemment en transe.
Yeah, we're getting a yes to that from all of them.
Voilà, nous avons une réponse oui de la part des trois personnes.
Remember, as Erickson said, trance is a natural state. We all know how to do it.
Souvenez-vous, Milton Erickson disait, la transe est un état naturel et nous savons tous comment atteindre cet état.
It's an innate ability of human beings.
C'est une capacité innée de l'être humain.
Anybody else? Question for your colleagues up here?
Vous avez encore quelqu'un d'autre avec des questions pour... Did you feel your arm levitating?
And maybe you could repeat it in French for the...
Est-ce que vous avez senti votre bras se lever?
Maybe you could, just for me, tell me briefly what both of them said.
So Gino said that yes, he could feel his arm moving, and it was very very nice feeling, very gentle, and it was really moving like that, and it's a totally different sensation than doing this. He showed it.
Yeah, that's of course what we spoke about, the difference between unconscious and conscious movement. Unconscious movement are the small jerky movements, and they're very effortless, generally.
Donc, comme je l'ai dit précédemment dans la formation, ce sont des petits mouvements saccadés et qui se font totalement sans effort.
And
et Catherine, she said that she could feel her arm move, and it was a feeling that the arm was external to her body. And when the hand touched her face, she didn't want to disconnect the hand from the face any longer.
So the description that Catherine just said was that it felt as if the arm, in a sense, wasn't part of her. Correct?
Tu as dit que tu avais l'impression que ton bras ne faisait plus partie de ton corps.
And that is something we often hear with arm levitation because it's a sense of being dissociated.
C'est une chose qu'on entend souvent quand les personnes partagent leur expérience au niveau de la lévitation du bras, parce qu'en fait, ce qui se passe, c'est qu'il y a une sensation de dissociation.
You know it's your arm, and yet it doesn't seem like it's your arm.
Vous savez que c'est votre bras, et en même temps, l'impression que ça donne, c'est que ce n'est pas votre bras.
And I'm just curious as to when you say you didn't want the hand to come from the face, what was that about?
Et je suis curieux de quand tu nous as raconté que quand ta main a touché ton visage, tu n'avais plus envie que ta main se sépare de son visage. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé là pour toi? Actually, when her hand was touching her face, she felt really deep. She was in a deep space of trance and really feeling totally secure. And that when she had the feeling that she was abandoned. When the hand left the face, she was that feeling that came up.
Well, the instruction was that when the hand touched the face, you would go into a deep trance.
Donc l'instruction était que au moment où la main touche le visage, vous entrez dans un état profond de transe.
And so that happened.
Donc ceci s'est produit.
And it also brought for her a nice sense of security.
Et ça lui a apporté un agréable sentiment de sécurité.
It sounds to me like it felt like a strong connection to yourself.
J'ai eu l'impression que c'était une connexion très profonde avec toi-même.
So when the hand left,
donc quand la main a se détaché du visage,
she said she had the experience almost of abandoning herself.
Elle raconte qu'elle a eu une sensation d'abandon.
Now, all I will say about that is that sometimes whatever we need to deal with within ourselves may show up in trance.
La seule chose que je peux dire ici, c'est que parfois les choses des thèmes dont on a besoin d'aborder vont se manifester dans la transe.
But what I would say to you directly is,
et ce que je veux dire, ce que je veux te dire à toi personnellement,
it's ultimately not possible to abandon yourself.
Et qu'en fait, d'une certaine façon, il n'est pas possible de t'abandonner toi-même.
We're stuck with ourselves.
On est coincé avec nous-mêmes.
Yeah, it is okay. And your unconscious will never abandon you. It's always there for you.
Et ton inconscient ne t'abandonnera jamais. Il est toujours là pour toi.
That you can count on.
Et ça, c'est une chose sur laquelle tu peux vraiment compter.
Okay. Thank you. Did you want to make a comment about your experience, Mohammed?
In fact, when my arm started moving up, it was a very strange sensation. And then I started to stop it, but I could not control it. Et quand tu dis tu essayais de bouger, avec l'autre main? Non. So he wanted to stop and then he could not control, and he had the experience of that he was shaking. And then he had the feeling that the saliva started to drip out of his mouth.
First, let me ask you, when you said it was a strange sensation, what was that?
D'abord, quand tu dis que c'est une sensation étrange quand ton bras a commencé à monter, qu'est-ce que tu veux dire par là? So actually he started moving up and I hadn't decided or given kind of the order for it to move up, and I wanted to control it and to do something about it, and I couldn't.
Okay. So it sounds like that you felt like unless you gave it the order, it shouldn't do that, it shouldn't come up.
Ça a l'air que, à moins que toi tu décides que ça commence, que ton bras monte, il ne devait pas monter.
That you wanted to be in control.
Tu voulais quelque part contrôler.
Yeah.
Oui, à un moment, yes, at some point I wanted to control and I couldn't.
Yeah.
and he could feel his leg